My name is Dave Keller, and I live in Anderson, Indiana. I'm a private pilot, instrument rated, and right now I have 4,707 total hours. My only hesitation about putting this out there for other people to see is that they say, well, if he did it, I can do it. My advice to other pilots is don't do what I did. I took a chance, and I was fortunate. I was planning to depart my local airport, Anderson Municipal Airport, on runway 18, and did the run-up, and the engine checked fine. Everything was normal.
Clear for takeoff.
When I got about between 450 and 500 feet above the ground, the engine broke. A cylinder came apart.
Just off the departure end, probably about half a mile to a mile, and called back to the tower, advised they had engine trouble, and said he just wanted to come back to land.
Was coming back. Something's going wrong with the engine. What's your number? You just want to make 1-2? We'll just put her down wherever we can.
I instinctively turned the plane around. I made a right turn and began a gradual descent. I was afraid that there might have been some damage, and I was thinking I ought to stop the prop so that it wouldn't make more damage inside the engine. I don't know why I'd be concerned about the engine, but that thought crossed my mind, and I thought, well, I'll pull a mixture. And the prop still didn't stop, and I realized that, I should have pulled the propeller control to actually stop the prop, but I didn't think of that.
My thoughts were just to get ready, call it dispatch emergency vehicles and get everything ready in case he did have a mishap upon landing. Just to be quiet, let him fly his plane.
I was trying to clear the trees in the shortest distance, and that took me almost perpendicular to the runway. Once I knew I had them cleared, then I was trying to crank the plane back to line up with the runway.
He put it down back on the opposite runway he departed on and landed kind of long, and I just kind of paid attention, watched, got on the phone with 911.
I have never landed this plane in the years that I've had it. I've never landed it without flaps, except on this day. And I don't know why I didn't think about putting the flaps down, but I didn't. And so that's part of the reason why I was still going pretty fast. At the point where I touched down on the runway, there was less than 1,000 feet remaining. So I was getting pretty close to putting it on the numbers the wrong direction.
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Nice job, dude. You need assistance at all?
I got it down. We were able to get the plane into the shop and discovered at that point then that it was a broken cylinder. If you look at those pictures of the cylinder, you can tell that it is a clean break around about 2/3 of the circumference of the cylinder, and about 1/3 of the break is dirty, which indicates that it had been cracked. There's just absolutely no way that we could have known that that one was cracked, because where it was, there's no way to inspect it. The other thing that made this surprising is that the compression checks were always very good, and it was not using any inordinate amount of oil. In fact, the plane has always used very little oil. I took a chance, and I was fortunate to make it successful, but your chance is much greater just finding a place straight ahead, keep it level, and put it on the ground, slow it way down, and stall it out as you're landing. And the best thing you can do is be familiar with your home airport, because that's where you make the most takeoffs and landings. The percentage of you're going to have an accident there, it's greater than any place else. So at least be familiar with the home airport and what places there are to put planes down.
Maintain situational awareness, be calm. If you have any checklists, go through your checklists. Practice your engine out procedures. Let us help you. Don't think you got to do everything on your own.